Alright guys, so today we're gonna unbox this new gimbal that I've got. So I'm gonna be comparing this with the Moza Mini P. You probably know what this is. So I was kind of looking to get this or the Moza P. So you know what, without further ado, let's pop this thing open. Alright, Zhiyun Crane M2. Let's open it up. Wow. Look at that. So nice and small. You know what? I think I'm going to be liking this better compared to the Moza P. But we'll find out. Okay, this looks like a plate. A little strap. Perfect. This is the little tripod mount. Here's the camera mount. Okay. Now, this is actually a 3-in-1. So it's a gimbal for DSLR. Like, you know, small mirrorless. Like the Sony. For me, I'm using a Nikon Z50, which actually I'm filming right now, so it does fit in here. But this is nice because from the other ones that I've seen, this is like metal, like, or aluminum. The other ones are plastic, so this is pretty sturdy. Okay, that's the USB charger. Oh boy, oh, I think this is for like a screw or something. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, look at that. So nice and light. Wow! I think this is perfect. This is perfect. Right, so there's the lock, the buttons. Yeah, you know what? By just looking at it, you know, it's a love at first sight. Looks like I like this. And it's so like small, and you can carry this little box, you know, all right, in the bag. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up the Nikon Z50 here. I'll probably switch cameras because I know it's gonna take me about 10 minutes to set this up. Plus, I have to charge it. It probably is pre-charged, but I'll come back. All right, guys. So this isn't a review, rather just more of my first impression. I do have the Moza Mini P, which I'm about to show you in a bit. But this, you know, after unboxing it and setting it up, it only took me about probably a couple minutes to set this up and balance it compared to the Moza Mini P, which probably took me 10 to 15 minutes to try to figure it out. This is like for convenience, for like travel. I really like this, you know. It comes with this little thing, right, that sits down on like a table. Now, if you have one of these small rigs, right, so I try to fit it in here, but you can't. Too bad. I do have my battery door. I mean, I can take it out and put it back in, but I don't want to take it out and, you know, put it back in all the time. So I'm just gonna leave this, and if I want to do like a vlog with a front face, with a tilt screen facing down, so I'm gonna have to use this. You might be wondering why I'm using this. That's because this one has a tripod mount on the side, so that way when the camera flips down, I'm gonna see myself, right? Because if you have the tripod in the middle, well, that's gonna block the view. So that's why I'm using this. So for now, you know, I think I'm gonna leave this off for now. So the battery door here is left open. So as long as I'm careful, and then you know, I think I'm fine. It doesn't do a full tilt, right, because that's going to touch the viewfinder. For me, it doesn't matter, at least for now, since I'm only casually doing some vlogs and doing some quick reviews. So that's one. And one thing that I like about this that's not in Moza is that little I'm not sure if you can see that on the screen, but digital display. This one's rated for about 6 hours battery life, compared to Moza. Moza has more than, I think it's 10. Plus, it does have a USB-C. I can just charge it to my power bank if I'd like to. So now the functions here, of course, are just for the mobile phone, like the zoom in. Currently, there's no connection at the time of this recording to the Nikon camera. So all it does is basically a gimbal. Yeah, lets you just like tilt it, basically help it stabilize. But in the future, you know, looking forward to that. So, and another thing I'd like to mention here is the ease of like assembly. because this one uses this, you know, during my unboxing I mentioned that little like screw, so that basically just screws up on there. In Moza you'll have to use that little screw that that has you know, like a little screwdriver thing where you have to use like a coin to lock it. So this is very, very convenient if I want to set it up right away. Other than that, you know, I haven't really took a lot of videos. I just started walking through like inside the house. I'll be doing some like stabilization test and see how it goes. And so guys, I'm currently walking right now, so I'm not doing any ninja walk, so just regular walk, and see how this one goes. Alright, so first impression, it's pretty decent. I probably need to balance the camera a little bit more so it doesn't wobble. As you can tell, I'm not a pro in terms of stabilizing the camera, but of course eventually over time. Now I'm intentionally tilting the camera under POV mode. There's other settings too, the lock mode and also the pan follow. Very quickly, I just want to give you a rundown of like the buttons and handling. So this one has of course the knob, which lets you know, tilt the camera left and right depending on the mode that you select, right? So that's the record button, mode button, and again the record button only works with your iPhone because there's also a phone gimbal, and you've got the zoom rocker here for the phone. That's the power button, the menu. Of course, you have this is for like a toggle. I think that's that allows you to lock it. Now there's a USB here at the back, and I think that's where the connection to the camera goes in. Again, time of its recording, Nikon is not supported yet. Okay, that's pretty much it. You know, I like the locks here. If you personal preference, I like that it does have these little knobs. I can easily lock it. All right, so let me just compare it quickly with the Moza. So obviously it's a little bit bigger, right? And it supports higher or heavier payload, you know, if you've got a mirrorless camera that has a bigger lens. But for me, I'll be using the Nikon kit lens so far, you know, for vlogging. This one doesn't have that display, right? And I mean, it still folds down. Got the battery indicator, right? And also have the dials here, which is mostly for the phones as well. So you're basically just going to be using this also for you know, the toggle. I mean, this took me probably 10-15 minutes to balance and actually just try to figure out how this kind of folds down and everything. But don't get me wrong, I've seen a lot of good reviews on this one, right? It's just for the purpose of me. Plus, you know, I've got the Nikon Z50. I think the M2 is better with regard to that. This one supports the L bracket, no problem at all. Let's talk about pros and cons. So one thing I like about this is, of course, other than the size, is the ease of setup. Like I keep on mentioning, so basically this screws in, okay, to your camera compared to the screw thing, right? I can fold this right away and then put it on that little box that came with it. The Moza, you know, it has a big box. You probably need to spend some time to unlock, you know, especially if you're kind of on the go or traveling. Now for cons, not so much. I haven't really done an in-depth review, but based on the research that I've done, the battery hours, 6 hours could be improved a little bit better, and I wish it does have the connection to the Nikon Z50, hopefully in the future, so that way I can utilize all the functions in here. Plus, like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't do the tilt act. You know, you can't fully tilt it because this part here, will touch the viewfinder of the Z50. And one thing is, I wish I can put this plate in here. Unfortunately, it does not fit. So you have to take this off. But you know, if you don't have this, then you don't have to worry about it. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys like my quick unboxing and first impression, and a little bit of a quick review of the Zhiyun Crane M2. Again, if you have any questions, leave it down below, or if you have comments, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one.